Hey everybody, just want to do hopefully a quick video. It's late, but I was watching a couple of YouTube videos and I came across there was a guy preaching on why are his title was something to do with why are Christians always broke and why are wicked people always rich. Well, and I think he's a Kingdom Now type of guy. I think he, and I might be wrong. I don't know. I just my that was my gut feeling on based on what he was saying because he was saying um, everybody's got their twist on on scripture, and I'll tell you why I think he's got it twisted because if we do the kingdom now on this planet, well, what's Jesus gonna do? He's gonna come back to an already established kingdom. We're supposed to and this is what the Bible states. Well, I got burnt pretty good today. Wow. Again, I get my Santa Claus cheeks. Now I just need my beard back, and a red hat will be good to go for Christmas. Um, he uh, he stated that if we God will provide, and He does, but God's not. I don't believe God's going to provide you obscene abundance. Okay, what do you think blessings are? You know what I mean? Like one, two, three, four cars in a perfect economy, in a perfect world, and all that. Um, I think it could turn out to be that the Bible is not stating that. Um, it's not stating what it's stating because it's making a prediction. The Bible's stating what it's stating because God saw the beginning and the end and everything in between. He saw what we were gonna ultimately do. It's not like, oh, we can change the events. We have already chosen the events. We've already chosen the direction we want to go, and we continue to choose that. The pestilence going through the world in this country right now, of the United States right now, is ridiculous. I mean, people are like they're pushing harder to go after the stuff even more. Oh, they're gonna raise the gas price on me. I'm gonna drive anyway. I mean, it's crazy what's going on. It's like just scale back. You don't need to be going anywhere anyways. You know, everything we're doing is for what? What's your reason for doing all the half of the stuff you're doing every day? You know, I struggle with what I'm doing every day. Is like, do I have to do this item? Is it a necessity? Is it a basic need for me for basic comfort and survival? Then I'll do it. You know what I mean? But not. I mean, I'm putting together a van. And I'm not even putting it together great. Like, oh, I'm gonna redesign and do all this massive stuff. I'm gonna get in here what I need, and then I get that was it was already all set, but because of the solar system, I'm putting it up on the roof. I tore everything out of it again, so I wanted to bolt that system down into the roof, and I want to make plates. I don't want to just screw into it and hope for the best. I want to make a sandwich on something and not bolt it together. This isn't going to go anywhere, not easily, anyways. But so this guy is saying kingdom now. Not he wasn't saying kingdom now, but he said the Bible reads, and in a sense he's not wrong. But if we do kingdom now, which we're not gonna do kingdom now, when this is not gonna happen, they gotta tear down the whole fiat system and be okay with that coming down. You gotta shut down all the governments of the world and them not wanting to be in control of everybody anymore. That's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. They are well on their way. The real Neil McCoy has been doing some videos and he shows them the groups talking about they're forcing this bad economy. They're forcing the stuff to be delayed. They're forced to get the crude oil. What's it? 120 bucks. What did I just look? It's ridiculous. It's a whole new high, and they're forcing it in that direction. They're gonna make it higher so that we're not attracted to that anymore. We'll be attracted to the solar because solar is expensive to run anything. Well, now they're gonna make the oil even more expensive, so solar makes sense now. That's all they're doing. They're just adding bullshit to it. It's sad what we do to each other. It is so exhausting what we do to each other. We could have so much here, but yet, and I'm not against God, but in His wisdom, He knows everything. He saw what we were going to do. He saw what we were going to do to ourselves. And we're well on our way. But back to this Kingdom Now stuff, and what this guy was saying, I'm not trying to fit into this world anymore. I am done with this world. And he did say a couple things that were right. Um, the world, the flesh, and the devil are our three enemies. Okay? The devil's our enemy, this world's our enemy, and we are our enemy. That was, he did put that one together very well. He was absolutely right about that one. I gotta find a way to put this thing down. I only got, this is my only light tonight. My little boop, boop. That's my only light tonight. I took everything else out by accident. I thought I was gonna get a lot more done today, but I did other things. I didn't stay focused on this, but because I gotta move that trailer. Tomorrow is Sunday, and I want to get the awning on this van is on the fender of the trailer. I just figured I might as well just mount it up on here, so I'll get that done tomorrow morning. Then I can put all these boxes back in. Take me an hour to put this whole thing back together, so I'm not worried about that inside, but still gonna make a few changes in here. But I'm trying to simplify this thing in my mind, and so you understand what I'm trying to say. We are never going to get better on this side. The Bible states is going to get progressively worse. So I don't know why this guy's talking kingdom now, and he said that a few times. Say kingdom now. He said it a few times in his speech. That's why I think he's a kingdom now guy. Not gonna happen, dude. Just not gonna happen. We are not that smart, you know. What they're trying. The elite, you would think they're trying kingdom now. You might be like, oh well, a bunch of Christians are like, well, they're trying to fix everything. They're trying to fix the carbon footprint. When did God start charging us for carbon footprints? When did God send us one bill for one item on this side? Never did. He has yet to send us a bill on anything. Yet we got this. You go look up the debt clock. You look at all the categories and all that. I think we are holding the world's debt. There was something in there like $80 trillion, $180 trillion, and then I went into the other countries' world clock. I added them up. I wasn't even thinking anything. I just added them up, and it came up close to that number, either 80 trillion or 180 trillion between us and every other country. So it's like we're holding the world's debt. Now they're trying to starve everybody because they're going to make this financial system crash because they have all their ducks lined up. They have them all lined up. Okay, we have very short time here left. Very short. I cannot fathom this world, but the Bible also states, will there be any faith when he comes back? I cringe at the thought that it'll take Jesus another 30 years to come back. I hope it's next week. I hope it's tonight. I want out of here. I want out of here bad. But I'm gonna stay put. I'm gonna do like it's gonna take him 80 years to get here. I gotta live my full life here. I'm very much of that mindset. I'm not gonna take on too much. I'm not gonna think too far ahead. I'm not gonna worry about it. He's gonna have to be the provider. He's going to have to, and he wants to be. He wants to be the provider, and I'm done running all like a chicken with my head chopped off, trying to figure it out for myself. When he already knows it all, what do I gotta refigure it out for? What am I, stupid? I've been for 52 years. Maybe this 53rd year that I'm working on has been the eye opener, but my eyes have been opened. I love the Nine Inch Nails song. It's one of the lyrics in the song. It's got that face and those little dots. Not Hurt. That's another song. It's a Nine Inch Nails song. I'm feeling less. Something to do with I'm not feeling. I don't want. I'm feeling less fitting into into the world, your world. That is. That's one of the lines in it. And I am not interested in fitting into this world anymore. I could give two rat's rear ends about this side of the world. The devil's in charge of it, and that's what this kingdom now people don't understand. The devil's in charge of this whole thing. God gave him full charge of down here. Why, I don't know. I don't agree with it. But sorry, God didn't give him full control. We gave him full control, and God allowed it. That's all that happened. God allowed us to be that stupid to give the devil full control down here of our lives and everything in between. So it's yeah, I'm just not feeling like fitting into this world anymore. You know, this world's gonna do what it's gonna do. Let the fiat system do what it wants. Let these dictators do whatever they want. These what you call politicians and all that. They're all dictators. They all want power. They all think they're gonna be the guy. There's gonna be about there's gonna be 10 guys, 10 nations ruled by the Antichrist. That's gonna be it for a little while, and then us that end up in the rapture or that are already in heaven, like my late wife, she's gonna come back down when we all get raptured out, and then and then we're gonna come with Jesus on white horses, because there's two kinds of white horses. The Antichrist is gonna have a white Antichrist gonna have a white horse, but there's two types of white horses. One has a bow with no arrows, or arrows with no bow. I forget how it all works. Um, but to conquer and to conquer, it's in all the religious books, like the Left Behind's Tribulation, the Tribulation movie. Yeah, there's a few movies out there that state that stuff, but it's gonna be interesting. It's really gonna be interesting what happens. I wanna, I hope I get the I hope I'm enough for God, which all you need to be with God is to accept the Son Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior. He is your everything. I will my life to Jesus Christ. Period. Yeah, I'm gonna go through my stuff. I'm gonna be here alone. I'm gonna have to figure out stuff on this side. You know, he'll be there to guide me through it. But I'm not concerned about it. Like, oh my God, what am I gonna do for money? What am I gonna do for a house? What am I gonna do for this? What if they don't let me travel anymore? Whatever. Whatever. I don't care. I'll deal with that when it happens. I mean, we had the whole sit down session. The whole world just sat down. This guy, well, who was it? I just watched another guy. I sent him a message, and I'm like, I'm all set. Um, they already just trashed the Constitution in 2020, totally threw it away, and to put a cherry on top of that, I don't care what side you're on. I don't care if you're left or right thinking. I don't care. Okay, they're politicians, 100% all politicians. Okay, they selected the guy they wanted in place. That guy is not elected by the people. He is in place by the deep state that is now not the deep state. They're the in charge. Okay, they're the dictatorship in charge, and they put him as the What does this person want? You just said goodnight 5 times. Oh, I'm done with that for tonight. Anyways, it's crazy how nobody sees that we have just, they just took the Constitution, they shredded it right in front of us. The whole December 6th insurrection, if you will. Oh, that might be a bad word, so that I'm going to scratch it. But that little episode was not was not that. That was a This is not your house anymore. This is not your building anymore. It is the elitist building. That is an elitist building now. It is not ours. It hasn't been ours for a long time. That was just the wake up call. Hey, you got to get permission to come in here. Now you know what? We don't want you in here anymore. So I wouldn't be. They're not gonna flag any. If either they're flagging all my videos, they're not gonna bother flagging any of them. But whatever. I don't really care. Doesn't matter to me. I'm just rattling for me. Because I need to get this stuff out, because this stuff bounces around in my head, and I mean, I've been badgering my family with it. They don't want to hear it, But it the Bible states that we're going to come back after the tribulation. No, yeah, during the tribulation, when Jesus comes to take over, and he puts Satan in the pit of hell. I believe it's after the tribulation or whatever. Then we're gonna have the 1,000-year millennial reign. they're all forgetting about that millennial reign stuff. It's like, hello, if we do Kingdom Now, which I don't want Kingdom Now, this is gonna be a crap show. It's already been, you know. At what point in time, the human race has been on the planet for what, about 7,000 years? At what point in time are we gonna realize we ain't got it figured out? We ain't gonna get it figured out. Oh, that's what I want to say about the elitists with their utopia they're trying to build. They're trying to build a world that they want without God. Not gonna happen. I just watched my mother. I was there when my mother passed away. Um, yeah, I was there when she stopped. The last thing she said was, I see my angels." She saw my sister that was a stillborn. Saw my oldest brother that was I think he was alive for about maybe a day or 3 days or something. Then he passed away, maybe 3 hours. It was a very short time. But she saw both of them. You know, she saw my brother Jerry's dog. Now a lot of people say, "Oh, there's no pets in heaven." Well, then why are there pets down here? I don't really care if there are pets in heaven or not. It does not change an iota of oh well, God doesn't let a dog in. I'm not going in. Well, good luck to you. You're not going in. You'll be downstairs. Then it'd be sad to find out that you're downstairs because you didn't think your dog was in heaven or your cat, and your dog and cat's in heaven and you're in hell. Be careful what just be careful how you think of stuff. This is not a all or nothing. It's you and God. That's it. There's nothing else that's gonna matter. Nothing else matters. It's you and God. God ain't looking at you in a group of people. You know, um, you can bless your whole family by being closer to God. Like my sister's blessed right now because I'm on her property, but not I'm not blessing. Well, I mean, I'm not blessing her. I mean, I'm helping her out when I can, but I mean that kind of thing. But I'm also an annoyance, you know. Um, but there are blessings by being around somebody that's a believer, you know, and that's on God's end. That's nothing to do with me. That's on God's end. That's what He says. Nothing I'm gonna do for, you know, but there's gonna be things allowed and whatnot. But yeah, just be careful if you're looking at if you're following these Kingdom Now guys. They're all still trying to get you roped into that fiat system. The fiat system is the devil's own little amazing little toy he built, man. Wow. You know, Jesus says there's gonna be anybody left when He comes back, and I can see why. We're too busy chasing fake paper, fake value. There's no value. There's literally no value in that paper, except a government says there is. They just decided that dollar bill will have value. That's it. Their words behind it, and their word can't be trusted farther than I can spit or sneeze. You know, but yeah, it's well, but just you got to read the word for yourself and make sure you have the right Bible. There are Bibles out there that are not accurate, so be very careful with that. I'm not trying to be against any religion. All the religions do what you think is best. I'm not a religious guy. There's not a religious bone in my body. I am in a relationship with my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and that's it. That is it for me. I don't think I gotta do anything. I don't think I gotta not do anything. If I see somebody in trouble, I am obligated to help them out. Not for any extra points in heaven. God's not gonna give me the, "Hey Daniel, good job for helping out that guy." You know, no. You know, that's what I needed to do. You know, right place at the right time sometimes. You know, and it's quite a thing. You know. All this running around we're doing in our lives and stuff, and you know, and then you die. You know, and again, back to this guy, he said that we're obligated to have abundance, not for me, but I need to have abundance for my daughters and for their children. So I need to build a dynasty for my family. Otherwise, I'm worth nothing. That's impossible with this fiat system. They're gonna crash everybody. And like the um the Donald Trumps of the world are not even rich enough for this level of guys that are running the show. Okay, the Donald Trumps are the poorest. Donald Trumps are the middle class. We're the poor. Anybody making $1 million or less, you're poor now. It's pathetic. I mean, jeez, I mean, 100 grand. Shit, when I was a kid, 100 grand, you're a millionaire. Who was? Oh, I watched DC Cab the other day. I mean, nice classic movie. Yeah, there's some stuff in there that's like, oh boy, But it shows the thinking back in the day, like big time, and in DC, how much of a sewer it already was over there, you know, and they got awarded 10 grand because they found the violin, right? Um, so there's, I don't know, 12, 14, maybe 20 people working at that company at DC Cab. They're gonna split 10 grand. They all thought they were rich. So what's that? $500 each. 20 people. That's $500 each, or whatever. Right? If my math is correct. Sorry for this. Sorry. It's the school system I was in, the fiat system. Um, so $500. That ain't much. That ain't a whole lot of money. But back then it was a lot more than it is now. I mean, shit. If I had $500 in my pocket now, I could buy what? I bought food for the month. I'll have to do some little extra buying, but I mean, I spent $100 on food for the month, um, and I got to make it work because that's what I'm trying to do. Get my cost of everything down to the absolute minimum, Um, but so that gives me, figure, $100 a month. That'll give me 5 months of food if I got $500. You know what I mean? So it's back then. The same money that I would spend $100 on food in the '80s, I gotta spend double on it now. The prices have doubled since the '80s, at least have doubled. And just from 2020 to now, they've increased. The number I'm putting on it, 33%. Because they're not stopping there. They want 50% inflation. Not they're hoping to not get. They're gonna force 50% inflation on us all. They're gonna crank this thing up so freaking hard that you're gonna wish you didn't have what you have. Because they're gonna build a living daylights out of you. They're gonna do that carbon footprint stuff. I was making a joke with my sister a couple weeks back. I said, you know what they ought to do? Get rid of the whole system and put it against your calorie count every day. Like I need 2,000 calories, for instance. Um, my youngest daughter, she's bodybuilding. So my oldest daughter's bodybuilding. So she's bulking up right now. So she would get an allowance because she's in a program of some kind. So she can do $3,000, 3,000 calories a day, because she's bulking up. And then eventually someday they'll be like, well, you can't. We're not gonna allow you to do that. You get 2,000. That's it. We're gonna be on the Chinese rationing. Here's your bag of rice. Enjoy. The whole world's gonna be on rice pretty soon. Same idea. But that's just what this world does. What I mean. I'm not trying to be a doom and gloom, but that's just what this world does. Is that somebody's always screwing around with you. You know. But that's because the devil's in charge. We gave the devil control because we wanted the one thing we couldn't have. And again, you look back at it, right? When we were, as you would say, perfect, we were just created. Okay, God's got this. Couple pastors have said something about God's got like this grace period of like 40 days or whatever. And JP, Jesus was tempted for 40 days. That's where they tend to think that that's God's what was that? That's God's oh my God. You're basically a temp until you're hired on full time. I can't think of the word I'm trying to say, but you're uh probation. God, probation, I think is the word. God's probation is 40 days. I don't think we made. I don't think we made a week. You know, I don't know if you go based on how long it took to create Adam and Eve. Who knows? They could have been there for a couple of years. Who knows? You know, it could have been 40 years. Maybe that's, God's probation's 40. 40. He just did 40 days, but that's really red. Wow. But Adam and Eve, they they could eat and they could do anything and everything they wanted. The only thing God said, one item, don't touch that tree. But then Eve, when she was beguiled by the devil, um, she before she was having a conversation with the serpent, and she said, God, because Adam told Eve, this is where we get the leadership. You know, a guy tells a girl what to do, and funny how we stick to that one. Then the girls forever try to tell us what to do, but sorry, um, my twisted humor. Um, but Eve said to the serpent, God said not to eat of that tree. Don't even look at it. So the devil said, "Oh, I got a little bit of wiggle room here." They're adding, and do we love to exaggerate? Boy, do us humans love to exaggerate. Man, I had that chicken. Man, we went at it for hours. 3 minutes later, you were done. Give yourself a break, you know. Um, so, but but that's what I'm trying to get at. It's the little spaces that you can fit stuff in, you know. So she told the serpent that God said, "Don't eat of that tree. Don't even look at it, and the day, or we will surely die." And the serpent said, "No, you're not going to die. You'll become like him." She said, "Oh, really?" So we were already interested. We already had that interest in shininess and ooh, can I get more? You already had everything. God wasn't saying no to that tree forever. You know, he was saying he was. Well, I mean, why? Think about it. Why would God put of a tree in the garden like that, and just tell you simply that if you touch that tree, you'll die? You know, apparently she wasn't afraid of death either, or she had no clue what it was. You know, who knows what it was? But the bottom line is, we now know what death is. We all gonna experience it. If Jesus experienced death, we're all gonna experience death. There is a gift for one small group of people to get raptured out of here. They'll never, they'll never, um, they'll never experience death. You know, that's one little gift he's given to them, and then after that, what is it? A millennial reign. Um, you'll live forever. Tribulation is gonna be a mess. That's gonna be worse so for the people that live forever, the ones that go through the tribulation. If you accept God in the tribulation, you're gonna be put to death immediately, and they ain't kidding about that. That's gonna happen. We're coming back to the old Roman days on that. You know, you want to go against what we say? Okay, well we're gonna just kill you. You know, but I just concerned about that whole kingdom now. Um, you know, like I said, I go with the mustard seed of faith. You know, we all get the Bible wrong. Not one of us has it right. We all got our little pieces. But my thing, I bring everything to the least common denominator. Like even relationships, you know, I bring it to the least common denominator. If I see a girl and I can't, you know, factor that we're gonna get along most of the time, I don't want to be in it. You know, I don't want to be struggling in a relationship. You know, I'm just all set with that. But it's just interesting. Man, another half an hour video. Jeepers, corrodal. Do I talk? But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna let it go at that. I just I wanna be happy. I'll be happy as best as the Bible, as best as this world can allow, with the struggles that we go through. But just hang on to Jesus and don't worry about what you're doing right and wrong. You're doing wrong every day. Don't worry about it. And not to the point where you keep doing wrong. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say is realize it and just give it to the Lord, and He'll make a way to make sure it goes sideways. Like I said, funny how you're gonna see this video down the road, but the situation of me doing something stupid or something that I didn't really want to get back into keeps falling apart. It just fell apart again. I'm like, this is freaking great. I'm like, and I'm realizing some stuff that I gotta stop doing with this situation, egging it on, so to speak. So, trust me, I'm not kidding you when I tell you I'm sitting in the mouth of the lion right now. I really am. I did not want to come back up to the Northeast for that very reason. Um, there's a situation here that I didn't want to wake back up, and I did. And yeah, it's just it's a tough one because there's a lot of interest there, natural interest there, not perverted interest or anything like that. Anything, nothing twisted, but um, I just gotta. It's just never gonna come out to anything more. So but the Lord's gonna have to work that thing out. He's gonna. There's nothing I can do for it. I've tried. I tried in my own power to shut it down, shut it down, shut it down, and it wakes itself right back up, no problem. So he's gonna have to make a way to get me through it, and I am 100% trusting him to do it. Um, I'm even I think somewhat accidentally provoking it, or on purpose provoking it. Um, Maybe I'm testing him. I don't know, and that's not my intention to test God. Trust me, I don't want to test God. I want him to solve this problem once and for all. But I don't understand the whole situation because I wish I could talk more about it. I really wish I could because I just don't know where it's gonna go, and I don't. There's way too many eyes could be put on this thing right now. So maybe someday, I hope someday I can actually talk about this, but it's um, it's quite a thing. It really it's a fascinating thing that happened, and it's kind of a heartbreaker too, and at the same time. But anyways, I'll let it go at that. But just hang on to Jesus. That's what this message is about. It's Jesus Christ. It's His will. It's what He says will be done, not what we think we ought to do. We can't get it ready for Him. He has to do it because we are just humans. Our job is not to solve problems. Our, our job is to recognize we have a problem. It's as simple as that. Our job is to recognize we have a problem. He's the solution. You know, look in the mirror. There's your problem. Look up. There's your solution. Done. Have a great night.